Every great team needs a leader, and Toronto Ultra's Bance is one of the best in Call of Duty.
Draz are able to get involved as Bance pokes forward as well, and it is a very nice start for Benjamin Bance. Two players on front now, and Bance gets them both. All three for Bance. The defense holds. Toronto looking strong.
But despite an illustrious 2021 season, Bance almost quit before it even began. His troubles began in Stage 1 of the 2021 season. Entering the campaign, Toronto was seen as a middle-of-the-pack team, but their start was disappointing.
Oh my god. Methodz doesn't check it!
I never would have predicted us to lose like to Paris or LEG because like technically skill-wise we're better than them, and we obviously were a team for the year before that way longer than them, so we just thought, yeah, we're better than these. We clearly weren't.
They slumped to a 5th place finish in groups, and by the time the Stage 1 major came around, they were in no position to challenge, falling to a top 10 finish.
Slasher and Temp gonna play this one correctly. No response for the other end.
Oh.
Temp is able to find a big one. Can anybody get to the hill? Cammy has to get there, and he does! Cammy with 0.8 on the clock, and Slasher is there to seal the deal!
I took on the role of being like the stressy one instead of just chilling out, letting everyone do their thing and then just making it all come together. The team dynamic was so off. Being on a losing team is depressing.
Something had to change, and ahead of Stage 2, Toronto Ultra made a move that no one saw coming. They benched their star player. Methodz was statistically the best performing player on the team, and in his position would be a total rookie, Insight. Toronto had taken a massive risk.
When they broke the news, I certainly didn't react well. I was shocked. I mean, I'm still shocked. I disagree with their decision with every single bone in my body. I think it was unwarranted, and quite frankly, I'm pissed.
It was a crazy roster move, bringing in a rookie for Methodz, who's obviously won championships, has an MVP. It was a crazy roster move there. Social media was crazy during those times.
In their first game of Stage 2, Ultra faced off against LA Thieves once more. Despite Insight setting an S&D kill record in his first appearance, they fell short yet again.
Instant 2v4. Cammy shuts down Temp, and it all comes down to these two. Slasher hanging out in the corner. Cammy decides to go for the rush, and he drops. It's all on to CleanX. It's all on to the Great Dane. Can he win it? And no.
While Insight had taken a lot of stick for replacing Methodz, many believed that it was Bance that should have gone.
I remember in that last map, I was on a donut. I was like 0-5, and I was sat there worrying, thinking, oh my God, what if I drop a donut? And the map wasn't even over yet. And I'm meant to be the IGL in the team. In my head's elsewhere. Obviously, Jamie had an unbelievable series, and I done the complete opposite. I didn't play well, and then obviously everyone's seen the stats and then thought, why did Methodz get benched, not Ben? And I'm not even kidding, after that match, I got about 500 tweets, just to me, not even to other people saying like, oh, bench Ben. I couldn't go on social media, I couldn't go on Twitter, even in Twitch chats, even on YouTube comments, like everywhere I went, the hate was there.
And as the hate intensified, Bance was pushed closer to the edge.
And then when you're just like on social media, you're getting a lot of hate. You feel like you're just letting everyone down, team, family, fiancés. It just all falls on top of you. That message that I sent to my fiancé was after that Thieves match. I was ready to hang out. It's crazy to me now to think about it, but I was away from my fiancé, my family, everyone. So I was like having to like deal with it by myself. Yeah, it was not a good time.
I still think that there's some improvement to be had on Bance's side in that search and destroy, and I'm hoping he can put it together, because Bance at one point in his career was a fantastic search player. It just hasn't been like that throughout this game.
But after he hit rock bottom, Bance would find it in himself and his teammates to come back better than ever.
That match there was probably the match that kickstarted all like my turning point.
While New Edition Insight was making waves in-game, his impact was becoming even more important out of it.
You could tell in practice things were looking better. Everyone was joking around more. You could tell everyone's just being just stupid, taking the piss out of each other, like having a laugh really, instead of before. It was very serious. There was never a joking moment. Everyone was always stressed. So you could tell like it was a complete 180. We felt confident going into every match.
Bance and Toronto Ultra were getting their fire back. The tide was turning.
Final player will drop, and Ultra annihilate Guerrillas in the map 5. It is a hot 6-0. And what a rebound and victory after losing maps 2 and 3. Ultra go huge.
After a torrid first week, Ultra turned it around and finished 3rd in their Stage 2 group. This seeded them into the winner bracket at the major. And after defeating OpTic Chicago in their first series, the team was full of belief and Bance was popping off.
It's the first time I beat OpTic in a winners bracket as well. I remember saying that to my team after. I think the typical thing was losing 3-2, 6-4 last map. I think I lost that series score about 4 times to him in a winners bracket. It felt good. From just a bunch of underdogs, bunch of like top 8 gamers to top 2 in like the CDL, that was like the biggest turning point I think any team's probably had. Crazy moment.
They lost their next series to FaZe, but an incredible lower bracket run saw Toronto Ultra make the grand final. Standing in their way was Atlanta FaZe, the star-studded Stage 1 champs. And Toronto proceeded to do the unthinkable.
Looking for the intro when he goes as fast as he can. Can't find the kill. Insight still alive.
It's 10 seconds for the win now. It's just it. Ultra holding it down. They've got 5 seconds for the win. Simp's going to contest. He's going to get cut to pieces. And what do you know? The greatest underdog going into the tournament, Toronto Ultra.
I remember just sitting there by myself after the interview and scrolling Twitter, just scrolling with the biggest grin on my face, reading all like the good, nice words. I just didn't know what to do. I remember we celebrated by getting McDonald's. It was such a good night. Honestly, like that was one of the best feelings I think I'll ever have. Nothing comes close to it. It was amazing.
And Bance has spearheaded it all, winning Stage 2 MVP, but as all great leaders do, he only gives credit to his team.
I don't think I deserved it, to be honest. For the major, I could confidently, like, happily take that. Throughout the whole of Stage 2, like, my teammates definitely deserved it more. I don't think one player is able to do what they do without everyone else. Going from, I would say, one of the worst in the league to an MVP's a big jump. I didn't really know how to take it either, because, like, I'm quite like a chilled out guy, very warming, you know, every day just waking up to all the good stuff, like the nice stuff.
And this major win, led by Bance, was the crown jewel in Ultra's season.
A season I won't forget, from a lot of heartbreak to also a lot of success. This team was something I'll never forget. It was actually a team, no matter the lows, no matter the highs, we were always there for each other.